Welcome to day 2. Just back from being king, spent 200 quid on nothing. But first of all, let's recap what we've done so far. So let's see what we got then. An early 2000s bathroom suite with a jacuzzi bath and black and white tiles. Let's get over to the garage and see exactly what we bought. So this is what my wife has chosen for Will's bathroom, because basically it is Will's bathroom. So let's get on with it and let's get this old bath out. Now it's time to remove this radiator. Finally. My word, that was tight. Casualties for not wearing gloves, so I've had that for most of the day. And I did that cleaning up. Sweeping up. Got a bloody fit anyway. Now, things to get done today is first thing, get rid of this wall. Then I've got to alter all this here to allow the cupboard to be able to fit into the wall. And I've got to do all the alterations to the plumbing, and I've got to start building the frame for the WC and also get the bath in. So plenty to do. So let's get on with it. That bit were easy enough. Now taking this wall down, there's a few more problems. So if I get this piece of wood and put it against this wall, we can see the pipes are inside the wall, but I need to put a piece of wood there to fasten the wall to. So I've got to move those pipes. I want to get rid of this anyway, and there's a dint there. And the pipework that's buried in the wall there, we're having a radiator here. So I've got to alter that pipework there. So that's my first job this morning, get the heating drained and get this pipework pushed further back and neaten it up a bit and get the wall built. When you're first cutting into your pipework, always make sure you've got a bucket handy for this reason. Another tip is always mark your pipework first before you start cutting into it, so you know things like which is the flow, which is the return, which is the hot, which is the cold, or you could regret it. This bit I'm cutting out now is where the dint was in the pipework. Now I never leave dints in pipework because it's a weak spot in the copper and can quite easily leak. Always remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey when you're doing things or tightening things up. So that's all the pipework out I wanted to take out. Time to start putting it back in, but first we need some clips. But don't forget, always remember your PPE. Little tip for you, if you're fixing into thermalite block and you're using 7mm plugs, use a 6mm drill bit to make the holes. Always remember your heat mat when you're doing any soldering, because you don't want to burn the house down. So that's the return done. Now time to put a flow pipe in. So that's the pipe work done around the boiler. Now I need to turn my attention to these valves which are just sticking in the wall. But my wife's gone and changed her mind. She now wants the radiator on the other side of the wall where the toilet is. So I will just be cutting these T's out and then joining them back up, because I need to get rid of this bottom pipe because it's in the way of where the mirrored cupboard's going. Now what I'm doing here is unsweating the fitting, because it's a lot easier to unsweat it now I've cut into the pipe than it is to actually cut it. So once I've heated it up, I'm just waggling it around till it comes off, and then I'll just get some wire wool, clean up the excess solder what's on the pipework, and that will now, when I test it to make sure the fitting fits on, will be easy to sweat up. And then because I've cut this now with a hacksaw, I need to spend some time now to deburr it and clean it up, so a fitting actually goes on this one also. Now I've cleaned up the end of the pipe with the file. I'm just using an elbow with a scrap piece of copper just to make sure it slips on nice and easy. And after you've soldered up the fitting, always make sure you remove the excess flux with a clean wet rag, making sure the rag is actually warm, not cold, so it doesn't crack the fitting. I always wait about 30 seconds after I've finished soldering before I wipe off any of the residual flux with my clean, warm, wet rag. So that's the top pipe sorted. All I gotta do now is join these two bottom pipes together. So that's the elbows completed, just this socket to do over here, so one last fitting to go. So this side of the room is now finished with the pipework. Now gives me room now to fit the cupboard in the wall and finish off building this wall. Now while I've got the heating drain down on this side of the house, I'm going to be fitting these Honeywell home balancing valves. So these are the Valencia. Now I'm going to be doing a full video on these, on how to install them and how to set them up, and I'm going to be testing them from one side of the house to the other. So one side of the house will be balanced, the other side won't be, and I'll see what the difference is and see if they make a difference. So look out for that video coming soon. Now let's get these old valves out first. Let's try and see if we can get the olives off the old-fashioned way. It's coming. If you try doing this at home, always make sure you keep your face well away from it, because you don't want your face full of water pump pliers. I didn't even have to use my fancy alteration. So that's that side off. Let's get the other side off. This one don't want to come off, so I'll have to use my fancy tool. There you go. And it's off. It's as simple as that. Now this side of the rad is the flow pipe, so this is where I'm putting the thermostatic rad valve. Now I know there'll be a load of you plumbers and gas engineers out there now going, oh my god, he's using PTFE. I've used PTFE all my working life and it's never let me down yet. Some of the keen-eyed of you out there might notice there's no spindle on this lock shield valve. That's because you need an Allen key to be able to open and close it. But look out for the video when I release it and I'll explain it all then. Well, that's these two changed. I will show you how to set them up and everything in that video what's coming soon. So check it out. And that's the end of day 2. Let's have a walk round and see exactly what we've done. Now the boiler's back up and running. All the pipes, no leaks. So, got all this to sort out yet, but there you go. So what I've done is temporarily put these pipes in here for the tower rad, what's going on the wall here. So these are going to get sunk in the wall. But I didn't bring my grinder with me, so that'll have to wait. But they're in. This is all going to be boxed off around here, because we've got the concealed cistern. So all the heating plumbing's done now, and I'm not doing any more now. It's absolutely chucking it down outside, and I'm going for a shower. So hopefully you've liked day 2, and I'll catch you on day 3. Cheers.